Yo. Hello, everybody. It is Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I never go live on a Sunday, but I have a whatnot show tonight, and I know tomorrow morning and most of the afternoon probably too, I'll be packing stuff, at least for a long time. So I thought I would ship stuff now. And of course, I didn't want to leave you guys in the dust. You'll probably rewatch this later. But as the title says, if you didn't see the title, shit's been selling. It's been crazy. My eBay has been nonstop. I have stacks here, Poshmark stuff. Stuff's been selling. So super excited. March 1st this weekend. Definitely probably the most sales I've had in a weekend in 2026. So that's where we're at right now. And I'll go ahead and get started with what's sold. Again, I know this isn't my normal time, so I know some of you guys probably rewatch or watching this later on is what it is. But that's it. That's what's going on. Let's see. Definitely a lot of these items. What's up, Amy D? Amy D, what's up? We missed you last night. I know. Last night I was we had a birthday thing. Like we have multiple family members in my family that have February birthdays, so we just all celebrated on the 28th. So that's what we did. Today is March 1st, guys. It's March, which means the end of the month, we could see some nice days here in the Midwest. That's for sure. Yesterday was nice. What's up, Gladys? Thanks for popping in. Melissa, what's up? Thanks. What's up? What's up from Nashville? What is going on, MJG? Just packing. I have a lot of stuff. As you guys know, if I have a whatnot show, I want to get as much eBay and Poshmark and stuff packed before I have the show because I'm going to have like 300 items tomorrow to pack. Solo. What's up? A lot better. A lot of bathing suits selling for you. Good. You know what? I haven't picked up a ton. I can't remember last time. Not that I just haven't found any. Actually, last night after the birthday party, we went to Goodwill with a lot of the people. A lot of my family like Goodwill, and they had a Target Vineyard Vines collab bathing suit. And I was telling my niece, I said, "Listen, this is not really a good pickup because." It's Target. They sell it at Vineyard Vines at Target now, and it's a notch below. But yeah, back to what you said. Bathing suits are selling, guys. Spring break is right around the corner. You're going to see definitely you're going to see that most of the stuff I sold, most of it is going to be spring, summer later. Whatnot later today? Yes, whatnot later today. Again, I don't expect you guys to come in, but there's going to be really good deals on golf stuff if you're into that. If you're looking for like a hubby or a man in your life or whatever. But you can come and watch and hang out. I'll have giveaways all night, Amy D. Starbucks giveaways. Look at all those. And yeah, you guys can see how I run one of those fast-paced whatnot shows. And then next Sunday, I'll have a kids whatnot. That's one you may want to come to. Polo Ralph Lauren 100% linen shirt. My cover photo is awful. $24.99. I'm telling you, I'm listing so much. I keep saying it, but I'm listing so much more now with the AI. It's just so much easier and quicker. I'm telling you, my photos take the longest, and then boom, I load them in, and stuff's just been selling like crazy. So I'm excited. I think 20 items a day. I can do 20 items a day, easy peasy, like in a couple hours max with spring and summer stuff. So I hope to do more thrifting and more. I don't know if you guys saw my new little short that I did. So that's kind of what this week I did some of those. I'm going to do more of them. I'm like, what am I going to do now that like everyone's doing, I found this, it's worth this, I found that. I'm like, my personality, what can I do? I'm like, I'm going to do like a game show thing. Go in, ask people what do they think's worth the most to resell on eBay just for fun. I just thought it was fun. It was really fun. The people had fun in there. Also, it was hilarious. I don't know if you guys saw it yet, but I go in a thrift store and I had 3 items. I'm like, if you guess which item's worth the most, I'll give you $1. They're like, all right, let's play, for fun, right? And they picked it. Some people, before I video, I'm like, hey, do you want to guess which one of these is worth the most money for $1? And they're like, no, I don't want to be recorded. No. Like some old ladies and stuff. It's funny. I'm like, are you sure it'd be really fun? They're like, no. I'm like, dang, all right, whatever. My eBay is not working. You know what, Miss Ware? I thought about that in my car. I thought about like coming out with something because I thought about, wow, look, my eBay is doing so well. But if you've been watching me over the past few weeks, I've been saying it hasn't been doing well. Just the ups and downs, the ups and downs. This is an up. This is an up. And then the last few weeks were the downs. What have I been doing different? Nothing other than listing more. But a lot of this stuff I've had listed has been selling. 22 sales since Friday night. For around 1K on eBay. Let's go. eBay for life. eBay for life. See, it's just ups and downs for everybody. It's been popping this weekend, so I'm happy about that. Fort Lauderdale, listen, I know someone who thrifts in Fort Lauderdale area, just south of Fort Lauderdale and Fort Lauderdale area. Oh my gosh, your thrift stores are amazing. Is your shipping of that flat rate worth doing if you're located deep east or west coast? So my Bianca is talking about my flat rate shipping. If it's under £1, I do $7. If it's over £1, I do $10. I don't know because I'm in Indiana, but K-Way, I'm pretty sure, does the same thing, and he lives in Florida. So that would be, I mean, that's, yeah. I would assume it works out to be similar. Yeah, that's what I would assume. But you just have to check and see. What you need to do is just go on to like Pirate Ship, put in your address, an item for £1, and then just look at some addresses. And like if you live in New Jersey, look at Florida, look at Texas, look at California, Washington, all the above. This person just bought these. They messaged me and said, hey, if I buy all of these, would you combine shipping? I said, of course. I'll just buy them all and then refund the difference. That's what I do. These are Under Armour shirts. A lot of this retail arbitrage stuff will be selling. Again, I bought it in the winter and selling it now. eBay. These sold for like $12 a piece, and I paid like $2.75 a piece. AI has been awesome. I'm listing way more too, but how to double check the measurements as it lists, as they're way off sometimes. So, Crystal, what I've been thinking too, I think what I might have said this on my last whatnot. What I want to put in to Nifty is don't put the measurements in the listing. So let me show you what I'm talking about. We'll get this over here. I need to open up a new page. Nifty. So what I'm talking about, if you guys are new, I have Nifty do like my AI. All right, so we'll go to inventory, bulk generator, and then generate in settings. So here in the you can customize how you want things. So the title, the description, your preferences only use this sentence, and then also I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see if this works. Do not put the measurements in the description, right? In the description. Now, let's see if that works. Did I spell it wrong? I probably did, whatever. Because I'm an awful speller. D-I-S-C. Don't make fun of me, everyone. No, I spelled it right. Whatever. All right, save. All right, now let's see if I can, let's see if it does that real quick. Just hang with me for a second, guys. Hang with me for a second. I'm going to try to add something on to Nifty from my phone. Piece of inventory. Do I have something I can add? Yeah, let's do this one. See how it does. So right now I'm going to add a Levi's thing to it. I'm going to save it as a draft. Okay. We'll go to my drafts, refresh. All right, so I just added this in. We're going to go in here. Oh, it doesn't even have the item. Yeah, I might not have taken a better picture. So maybe not the best example. But, oh, I need to generate it. My bad. Generate the item. Okay, so generate it. It's men's. Okay, generating the item. And we'll get to it. I'll come over and answer some questions. I've been doing the like bulk where you put a ton in at a time. I haven't been doing them one at a time. I think it's like this. eBay shines a light on your store. That's when sales happen. I swear it is like that. Like they just start rolling the ball. It's like a snowball effect. I'm going to thrift here, of course. Yes. Hi. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Hi. You guys want to say hi? Say hi to everybody.
I don't see them.
You don't see them. You see you. They're right there. They're out there. Who's that? You gonna say hi?
Hi, K-Way.
K-Way, don't say hi to that guy. Hey, tell everyone what you want to be when you turn 10.
YouTuber.
A YouTuber. All right, Snuggies. See you later, you two. Mom, she went to IKEA. Keeps wanting to use the description art hoe with flax linen shirts. Oh my gosh. Luckily, I don't list the women's stuff. Happy Sunday. Just ready for my Whatnot show in like an hour. Dora, I saw you at a Whatnot show. Yeah, I did see that. What did I see her selling? Bathing suits, right? Bathing suits. I saw that. I was looking at who's having Whatnots today. Juliet, good morning. You're later. I'm this is no one's late because I'm never doing it at this time usually. I have a sticker on my inventory bag. It has the measurements written on them. Take a picture, 100% accuracy, then super quick. Yes, so I'll show you what I do. Yep, they said the kiddos are gone now, but I'll tell them hi later. Can I put Nifty as an expense on my taxes? I don't recall if I did that last year. Yes, Nifty, eBay store, a thermal printer, anything you use for your business, you put on your taxes, tax deductible expense. Why don't you want measurements in the description? I'll tell you, Tiffany. So let's go back over there, see what Nifty brought up for us. Okay, so Levi's, button-down shirt, denim sleeve, dual pocket, cotton, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What I want on this shirt is metal buttons. Okay, did it do it? Look, it did it. Okay, you all see. It did not add the measurements to my description. All right, so the reason I don't want measurements in my description is because I have measurements right here in my photos. Just like all my listings I've ever had, I never have discrepancies about my measurements. They say it doesn't fit and they have to pay return shipping. With this, people can see exactly what my measurements are. And if measurements are off in the description, I don't want that. I'd rather have no measurements in my description. I just want them in my photos so everyone can see these are the measurements. You can see it. I can see it. The buyer can see it. There's no discrepancy. So there we go. Now I'm going to come in here. Got to price that. Usually I think I do those like $22.99. Got to make it sure that it's going to be 2 pounds. And then I'm going to put it in my casual shirts. Oh, actually, no, it's going to go in my denim. Going to go in denim, men's. And it's going to want this because I put it in the 2 pound thing. And then Depop, it's going to want its thing. What's Depop? Parcel size. There. Whenever I do the 2 pounds, sometimes it does that. But yeah, there we go. So you'll see here, do I have any I don't think I have any drafts listed, but yeah, great. That's exactly what I wanted. Great. Look, we did it together. You also have no keywords in the description for Nifty. No. What I want, listen, guys, what I want, again, going over here to, don't want that. This, settings. All I want is this in my description. I just want my description to have what I've always had. I don't want any of the other stuff. And then I defaulted it to excellent condition. So everything's in excellent condition unless I say otherwise. But yeah, title, that's how I want my title, everything. That's what's new to Nifty, which you can make it exactly how you want it. And that's how I've always done my listings. So I love that. That's great. That's what I want from now on. Boom. Okay. All right. Let's do some more packing. What's sold? Okay. So what I did was I have photos in my phone and I just generate them onto the AI on Nifty. That's what I did, and then it comes up on my computer, whatever. So that's what I do. Let's see. Need to be in eBay. All right. Next item is a pair of Kobe Bryant shorts. A pair of Kobe Bryant shorts. I've been selling these in my kid clothing show, but I also have a ton of size large. So I listed a whole bunch on eBay. Again, I get these super cheap. Another retail arbitrage item. And I don't have any connections with retail arbitrage. Anyone can do it. I have no connections anywhere out there with any wholesalers. No secrets, nothing. Everything I do, you guys can do too. Nothing special. Social media, nothing. Let's see. Derek, going to Derek. Do you also have? Okay, I got that one. There we go. Yeah, if you have any questions along the way, let me know. Next item. This actually came from that bulk buy that I did that I think was a bad buy. I just would love to just recoup my money. It's a Lacoste shirt. And you know what? I've been picking these up for $5. This came from a bulk buy. I think I paid $2 for it, but I'm just trying to recoup my money. I had to donate a ton of stuff. But regardless, if I can find these Lacoste shirts where the collars are not all washed out and they're in good condition, I will pick them up and list them. This was only listed for a couple days, and I will show you. Let's go over and see. We'll go over and see inventory. Sold. Let's see. How long was it listed for? Does it say how many days? I thought it said how many days it's been listed for. Well, I know it hasn't been listed for many days. It's been listed for like no days. Sold on eBay. You can see that. Morning from California. Still AM here. Going to state sales today. Fingers crossed. Good stuff out there. Yeah, this is the day. Sundays when the markdowns happen. This sold for $19.99 on eBay. Just a regular sale, not promoted. No Nifty offer. Just an organic, someone buying at sale. I like that shirt. I have a Lacoste t-shirt listed about 3 weeks. Has not sold for $15. The t-shirts, I don't pick up the t-shirts, but I'm going to start picking up some of these polos if they're in 9 or 10 out of 10 condition, and I'll list them for $20. Kind of got me thinking about the quarter zips, how quarter zips are possible. Just the cotton ones are popular right now. Thinking those type of things are going to be popular right now too. This sold in just like no time. Polo Ralph Lauren gingham check short sleeve shirt with the pony sold for $24.99. Look up analytics. Gotcha. Analytics on that. Let me go over there. Analytics. Oh, here you go. Okay. Let's look for like the least. This shirt I'm shipping right now sold in 1 day. Thanks for telling me that. So you can see how long it sold for. So 1 day. Oh gosh, I have this hoodie. I bet it took. Oh my gosh, let's see how long that one took. It sold in 1 day. Let's just pack it, make sure it's going to the right person. Then we'll look up the others. This sold just regular, so you can see no promoted. All right, that Lacoste shirt. Oh my God, there it is. Pullover, white hoodie. Look at this, thermal fit hoodie. 700. Like, is that almost over 2 years? Almost 3 years. That is crazy. Another something that took 300 and something. Golf. That's a nice golf shirt too. Okay, here we go. That took a day. Yep. Just did those. That was quick. Lily Pulitzer was quick. I'm getting too far back now. Maybe it sold in less. Lacoste. It's gotta be. There, 3 days. Took 3 days to sell. Oh my gosh, look at that. 737 days. I'll show you what that is here in a second. Jeez Louise. A sale detection shows you the date it sold. All right, there we go. Next item, a couple pair of Under Armour shorts or Adidas shorts. You guys know the deal with these. I'm not going to even talk about just retail arbitrage stuff. Definitely want to get a bigger poly mailer with these. Hey guys, most of my eBay labels are defaulting to UPS depending on the weight. I have to select USPS over USPS $4.99. I don't know. Mine are all coming out USPS, so I'm not sure what's going on over there with your settings. Maybe go back through your settings, your shipping settings on eBay, and see what's going on there. Really good brand to be on the lookout for. Always new people in here. Brand is Wallace and Barnes. So Wallace and Barnes. See if I can get you a better view. There it is. Wallace and Barnes. Good brand. These are just camo cargo pants. They sold for $44.99 via promoted listing on eBay. $44.99 via promoted listing on eBay. And I paid $5 for them. You talked about this other day, and now hit the wall where I just don't want to take pictures. It's just a chore. I did talk about that the other day, Tiffany. I'm kind of not at that point right this second. Maybe I can tell you maybe why. So the other day I talked about I just don't like taking pictures. I still don't. My photo station makes it better. Having a TV above me makes it better. But it's not my favorite. I really want to just hire someone to come over and pay them per item they take photos of. $1 per item, maybe $2, which is just up your buy cost by $1. But spring and summer items for me are the easiest items to take photos of, and so easy for me now with the AI on Nifty to generate the listings. So and you guys know I do seasonal stuff. So now I'm doing boxes. They're all similar things. Short sleeve button up shirts, Polo Ralph Lauren, Nike polo shirts, Lacoste shirt, tons of Lululemon stuff I just listed. So the spring stuff I enjoy more. It's just when I have to do a ton of measurements and stuff, I really don't like it. If you find Lacoste Novak shirts, they will sell for at least $50 for sure. Definitely. Any Lacoste also, if you guys don't know, that's tennis. So Lacoste was his spot. He would wear Lacoste out on the tennis court, or still does maybe. And anything that's also Lacoste that is polyester, I find I sell, or I pick up, that I find I buy. All right, this person bought one pair of these Nike shorts. These are retail arbitrage again. $16.99. I paid less than $5 for these. And then the next item, another person bought, and it was two pair of the same size of the same short. So all this stuff is starting to sell, which I've done this in the past before. I spend a lot of money in the winter months knowing it hurts kind of because I'm not selling these items, and then they just start selling. And then I wish I had more. That's going to be me in a few weeks. What's up? What's up, Good Guy Flips? Good Guy Flips. I know you know that every time you come in here, we talk about it, but I got that jacket from Good Guy Flips off Whatnot, everybody. That Polo Ralph Lauren jacket. Look at all the pockets, the epaulets on the shoulders. Look how cool that is. So this guy ordered two of these. My bag right here is full. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Samantha. What's up? How many items do you have listed on eBay? I've actually upped it. It was about 760 maybe 2 weeks ago. Now it's 850. So I've upped it about 100 while selling stuff. And within that, I have a ton of multiple quantity. So I probably have around 1,100 items total for sale right now that you could buy through my eBay store. If you follow tennis, Lacoste is hot during the French Open. There you go. Also, look for anything Nike RF on it. That's Roger Federer. Anything Roger Federer does well. A hat will sell for $70. Okay, so here's that for $10. This I've had for 700 and something days. This is the hoodie, Nike hoodie. And this is, do you remember the other day I went through my Nifty, we did it on live, and I just decreased the price on a lot of items. This was one of them. So people ask me, like, what do I do with the items that aren't selling well or whatever? I just go back through Nifty, go to my oldest listed inventory, and just start dropping the prices, and they sell. So there's $9 that will, after everything, fees and all that crap, be able to take $6 and go buy something else. Let's make sure that's going to the right person. Yep. So what do you bring in on average from that, Samantha? It just depends. I mean, I can show you. Again with Nifty. I know most people have Nifty, but if you don't, you guys are missing out. Use my link at sourceoffunds.com. All right, so here are the last 4 weeks, which have been awful. Here's what the gross sales have been, pretty much. Gross sales have been on all these platforms. So gross sales on all these over the last 4 weeks, which isn't a ton. But if you look up like, let's say October 1st through November 1st, it's much better. So these 4 weeks, this goes to show you Q4 versus Q1. 4 weeks in October, more than double my sales. So just FYI. And I also been doing a lot of Whatnot. So I've sold thousands on Whatnot in January and February, and then tonight I'm doing a Whatnot show too. I sell the cost polos for $21.99 all day, as long as I have them below $4. Yep. So maybe I need to price mine more than $19.99. That one sold fairly quickly. Do you do Poshmark? Yep, you saw that. What are you doing, Trisha? Trisha, what are you doing over there? What's up, Trisha? Polo Ralph Lauren, gingham check brown, just shirt, $21.99. Usual suspect on that. $21.99. This one is very lightweight. And that's going to Francisco. Francisco. Name a movie, guys. Name a movie where the actor says, "Ooh, I like that." Francisco. Francisco. Do you guys know that movie? Do you know it? In the chat, let's see who says it. It is going to Francisco. I'm making videos. I'm sure you are, Trisha. Look at you. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Here's another one of those Under Armour. I'll show you also quickly. Polo Ralph Lauren is my best-selling brand. Now that I'm doing retail arbitrage, selling all that stuff, I think Under Armour might be my #1 brand, or Adidas. Anchorman? No. No. Francisco. Francisco. Elf. Good job, Amy. Elf. Remember when he goes into his dad's work and there's a Francisco there, and he was like, "Oh, I like that name. That sounds very nice, Francisco." Elf. Good job. Elf and Elf, actually. Okay, good. You got it. Maybe they do say it in another movie. All right, keeping up on what's popular right now. College sports, particularly college basketball. Here's a Purdue jersey. Just sold. Wanted to make sure I got this listed very quickly, and I did, and it sold very quickly for $30. I took a best offer. Paid $4.99 for it. Purdue jersey. Purdue, they're like top 10 ranked right now. So they are a very good team, and I went there. So very popular for them right now. People are buying their stuff. Two more pairs of Adidas shorts that someone bought. Again, those size medium. Just selling them like crazy. Pack these, but you guys don't care. I think it's in San Diego and San Diego. I know they say San Diego. San Diego, yeah. eBay hit me with like 5 counterfeits in the last week, even though I know they're not all, or they all authentic. Field targeted. eBay was no help. Did you contact eBay? What was it on? What were the counterfeits on? I try not to sell anything that's like a heavy counterfeited item. You can always list it on the other platforms too. Like, don't list on eBay if you have Nifty, and just list it on the other platforms. Make sure this is going to the right person. Yes. Okay. Again, college, very popular right now. College near me, Butler Bulldogs. This is a Peter Millar 100% cotton. Normally I don't pick those up, but it's a quarter zip, popular right now. And it sold for $22.99 with a smaller college on it, Butler Bulldogs. Okay, going back to making videos, CD polls. See you, Trisha. Have a good day. Have a good Sunday. Jerseys and sports shirts. Really? Huh. I've never been hit with that. It does feel like targeted if they've done that many, or someone just going to your store and reporting you or something. I don't know if that's even a thing. But that doesn't sound good. Yeah, I'd try to get a hold of eBay. If they're not fake. But yeah, if they keep on harassing or taking your stuff down, I would just take it off of eBay and leave it posted on Poshmark, Mercari, and Nifty, or in Depop. Hey, from Nashville. What's up, Nashville? You do a great job at teaching and helping others. Thanks for your time. Hey, appreciate you. Yeah, that's kind of what I was born to do. Ever since I can remember, I wanted to be a teacher. And I went to school for teaching, and I taught for 13 years. So kind of born to do that. So I appreciate it. Just do my best with it. Next item is a Nike hat. We'll talk about this. So we'll talk about them both right now. Oh, no, the other one we'll have to do later when it comes up. This is a Nike hat with a curved bill. And I got these hats for like $3. And it sold for $14.99. When I get a curved bill hat, I'll put them in a box, Amy, that is a 4 by 6 by 8. A 4 by 6 by 8. If it has a curved bill. Now stay tuned, and I'll talk about if it has a flat bill here in a little bit. Curved bill, 4 by 6 by 8 box. And I've never had any complaints with it or anything like that. It fits just fine in it. Going to Thomas. Took my time cleaning with the last bunch of shoes I got at the bins and sold them already this week. I guess I'm channeling my inner Ethan, right? Isn't Ethan fun to watch? I love watching Ethan. And you know what? Dora, that was on my list to do like Friday or something. I didn't get to it. So I need to follow in your footsteps. Clean my shoes, because those are good hitters. Clean the shoes, list them. Usually they sell quickly and they sell for good money. That's why we pick them up. You're right. I need to get those shoes listed. These sold in what? Did it say 0 days or 1 day? Pioneer Big Star jeans. Big Star Pioneer bootcut jeans. Paid $7.99. Sold them for $32.99. No promoted listing. Nothing. They just got listed and sold. That quick. I forgot what grade did you teach. So I started my teaching career so I graduated college during the Great Recession, or in 2008 and 9. So you couldn't get a job. No one was leaving their jobs. So what I started was basically they cut an assistant principal, inner city school. They cut the assistant principal and they created a position called a campus monitor. So for 2 years, I was in charge of bus duty, lunch duty, discipline, announcements, like all the things other than evaluating teachers. And there's a lot of discipline in that school. So I did that for 2 years, did whatever they wanted because I was trying to get a dream job of teaching adapted PE. And then I taught adapted PE for forever. And that is kindergartners through 22-year-olds. So that's the age. Kindergartners through 22-year-olds, taught them adapted PE. But then I also have taught in classrooms too along the way. Amazon killed my business 7 years ago, so I find myself trying to ramp up eBay. Yeah, it's just Amazon killed a lot, like mom and pop businesses, and you just have to go with the times. But there is one thing, like eBay is always going to have a place, right? Collectibles and certain shirts that you can't find other places. eBay will be fine. Amazon's definitely taking a lot of market share, but yeah, Amy D, you know that 4-inch box. All right, this is a J. Crew. Whenever I find J. Crew new with tags, I buy it. So J. Crew, just a plain blue shirt, new with tags. Bought it for $5. It sold in just a couple days for $21.99. $21.99 over on eBay. Do you have a campaign for promoted items or only promote certain items? What's up, Ralph Black? I promote everything in my store at 9%. I used to do only certain items, like flooded market items, but now I just do my whole store just to make it easy. Promote it. That did not sell promoted. This did sell promoted. One of these Under Armour shirts. But this is okay. I would have promoted this shirt anyways because this is a very flooded market on these shirts. A lot of people had them. Yeah, hopefully that answers your questions. I just do my whole store. Like I said, I didn't always do that. It's just totally whatever you guys think. Oh boy, inner city discipline. PE is tough studies. My son graduated in December in elementary ed. Hey, good luck to him. So my parents were both teachers. Retired. My brother-in-law was a teacher, and he left teaching. Couldn't do it anymore. Was over it after 17 years. And then I left teaching after 13 years. Then my sister left teaching after like 20 years or 17 years. And now my wife, this is her last year of teaching. It's just too much. It's too taxing. It's just not a happy life, to be honest. We love the kids, and it's not the kids. It's all the other stuff. This is that one. Yeah, then we need good teachers. So Kathy, you'll have someone coming in fresh. Someone coming fresh, hyped up, and excited to teach the kids. These are polo pants. The reason I picked these up are a couple of reasons. They're kind of thick. They have this extra pocket right there, and then they have this like little leather accent. So obviously, I always talk about anything Polo Ralph Lauren has something that's just a little unique. I'm gonna pick it up. How much did these sell for? These are not next. Those sold for $22.99. I probably should have priced those more. This is what I was going to talk about. This is more of a flat bill hat. This is not folding. So this hat, I'm going to put in an 8x8x6. Last one was 8x6x4. This is an 8x8x6. That way the bill doesn't get hurt. So I have both those size boxes. And this is what it looks like in this box. Again, 8x8x6 on this. Right, John. Right, John. Then we'll get to those pants. I just showed them $22.99 sold via promoted listing. Wow, a family of teachers. Yes, I've heard it's draining. It is draining. And once you have kids and once you have, it's like everything's going up in price, but teaching, you do not get more money. People go into teaching not to make a ton of money. That's why I did this as a side hustle. This paid for all the extra things, paid off my car, paid for vacations, paid for all the extras doing this. And then it just, you guys know I left. So. Good afternoon. I hope all is well. Thank you for the best content on YouTube. I definitely, Frankie, that is kind of me to say. I would disagree for sure on the best content, but thanks for popping in. Spring sales are picking up. Hope your sales are meeting your standards. Also, they are. So, this past weekend has been my best weekend in 2026. And what's the middle of the day on Sunday? I had a lot of sales so far, and I thought, you know what, I better ship this stuff because I have a whatnot tonight. I'm going to try to sell 300 items in the whatnot tonight. But I appreciate you coming in. I am doing a new short series that I think is super fun and definitely fits my personality, and so I'm excited for that. And like literally, my squirrel brain, I thought of it one night in the shower, and I came down the stairs dressed. I said, Shelby, listen to this idea. And I'm like, no one's doing this. It's my personality. It's so much fun, and it teaches people at the same time. So if you haven't watched my little short form video, go watch that. It's fun. I think it's fun. Do you ever source at Going, Going, Gone? Yes. So that's where a lot of this stuff came from, Kathy. Going, Going, Gone. When they had their big sale. The thing is, what I can do now, that I couldn't used to do, is I can drop a lot more money now. I used to not have as much. But when you have a business, you have to create a business fund. And then, like with anything in life, the more money you have, the more money you make, I feel like. Stock market. I was telling my son about this. He's like, what are stocks? And I was telling him about, let's say a stock is $100. And then some big news announcement comes out and it's worth $150 the next day. You sell it and you make $50. Great. But if you have a lot of money in that stock, if you own 1,000 shares of that stock and you sell 1,000 of them and make $50 per share, $50,000, right? Or however much it is. So takes money to make money, basically, in life. But yeah, going on. I used to teach technical school for the Air Force. Love the teaching, but all the other nonsense made it bad. It's exactly right. Love the kids, love the teaching, but the nonsense made it bad. And now that I have a taste of like I do what I want when I want, I just don't think I could do it. People would have to pay me a lot of money. What is Shelby going to do after teaching is over? She does not know. It's another thing about teachers. They go into teaching and they want to leave. All they know is I went to school to teach. I've been teaching. I don't know what else I can do in life other than teach. And there's so many people out that like your organization skills are great. Your leadership skills are great. Speaking usually pretty good. All those things. My February has outpassed last February by 35%. Let's go, Ralph. Like, what do you contribute that to? What do you contribute that to? Why do you think this February is 35% better than last February for you? What time is my website? 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All golf stuff, new with tags. Have you ever tried Vinted? I've been getting a lot of notifications from them. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of commercials. They've been doing a big campaign of commercials and stuff. I haven't tried it. I don't know how good it is. I saw there are no seller fees on Vinted. So I don't know. Maybe everyone should message Nifty and say, hey, we want Vinted. And maybe they'll add Vinted to it. I saw those hats over there. Yep. Those hats are all from Gone. I have a lot. Those will be in my one hat tonight, and they'll slowly sell. Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, really not a great color. Still sold for $19.99. If I don't have like a great color Ralph Lauren shirt or not good patterns, I usually just price them down at $19.99, and they sell. Just because I just know like they just sit longer if I price them at $21.99 or $22.99. On the other hand, if I have a gingham check pattern, I price those up to $22.99 because they sell well at that price. So I don't price all the shirts at the same. I've had these for a little while too. Maybe I haven't. No, I haven't. These are Buckle Black. So they're like BKE. They're called Buckle Black. I think they're all made up for Buckle, BKE and Buckle. These sold for $25.20. So Nifty sent out an offer on these and someone took it. I paid $7.99 for these. What do you think that changed? We'll put Depot now with eBay purchase them. That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if eBay will just take over and it will be the same platform, just some different rules and things like that, or if eBay will just dissolve and take down completely Depop. I don't know. I think it might be smart. I don't know what their plans are at all. I don't know if it's smart for them to take it over, implement some of eBay's things. Like if you make an offer and someone accepts, you are bound to that, and it comes right out of your money. And they keep that younger buyer base and let them keep doing what they're doing on Depop, as far as it's kind of like social media and people follow each other for their trends, things like that. Or if eBay is just going to dissolve the business and just kill the business and take it over to eBay. What do you know about the Real? You can send in some of your really expensive, nice stuff. So earlier we were talking about fakes and counterfeits. Let's say you find some Chanel or whatever, and you're like, I don't want to sell on eBay because I don't know if it's real or not, whatever. The Real, you can send it into them. If it's real, they'll sell it for you and then cut you a check. What's up, Tammy? What's your thoughts on eBay purchasing Depop? That's what we talked about. My bad. I know you meant surfs. I know. Super happy you're live. Happy Sunday. What's up, Becky? What's up, Becky? Yeah, live on a Sunday. It is, I had a lot to ship, and I'm going to be shipping all day tomorrow whatnot orders. So I definitely needed to do it today. And hey, not everyone, we don't ever get to see everybody on a Sunday. So yeah, that's what's up. Faherty, however you want to pronounce it. This is a sweatshirt and sun-washed Faherty sweatshirt. Just gray sweatshirt sold for $23.99 via promoted listing on eBay. Heard that eBay wanted the Gen X audience. They for sure want the Gen X. eBay needs the Gen X audience, and they're getting into live selling heavy now. You might start, if you sell on eBay, you might get an email if you're interested in doing live selling. So you might start, a lot of you might start getting emails like, hey, would you be interested in live selling? They're trying to get us more and more live sellers on eBay, especially if you have like a good store and all that sort of stuff. James is getting that. Is he? James. Yeah, James is getting that. And then lastly is this Bonobos. If you saw in my video, I think I did it in that video, right? My AI Nifty video. Bonobos extra small, it just sold. What do we put? $29.70, so Nifty offer 2. Being more focused on what's trendy and less listed items that are great price but bad sell through. Gotcha. So your sales have gone up by 30% since last February. You've been focused on what's trending and less listed items that are great price and a bad sell through. Got you. Got you. What's trending? Well, yeah, what's trending is always a good thing, like quarter zips, right? But that's what you've done. But it takes that in a business, reflecting. What am I doing wrong? What can I do better? All those sorts of things. Obviously, you found something. I heard eBay. Have you done a live eBay show? No, I have not. Maybe I was saying I had a Zoom call with them before I went to eBay Open, and they were asking me like, would I be interested in doing live? And I said no. I mean, I don't do many whatnots as it is, so there's really no point for me right now to do live selling on eBay because I'm doing a few more whatnot shows with my new tag inventory, and then I'll get back to women's clothing like 4 times a year. Whatnot's just kind of like a side hustle. If I find things or something that I could bring to whatnot and it'd be good, I would do it. Otherwise, I'm not consistent on whatnot, which means I wouldn't be selling live on eBay. Got a little Coogee denim infant jacket pants from Bearded Show. My friend who's pregnant will probably get it. Oh, is that? Yeah, I don't know. Bearded is selling clothes over there, huh? Bearded is selling clothes. Let's go over to Poshmark. Poshmark. Sold a pair of Allen Edmonds shoes. Dora, speaking of shoes, sold a pair of Allen Edmonds shoes. These were $9. You see the mark on the bottom? I don't take the mark off. They were $9. I've had them for a long time. They sold for $35. They're not the greatest. You can see they're kind of, not the best. But I did sell them, and I did make money. Allen Edmonds on those. By the way, I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Yesterday was warm. Put together some furniture outside, and then today is freezing. So I'm in here with you guys doing this. Put them in one of these Ground Advantage for Poshmark boxes. Get those on the Poshmark app or on Poshmark now. And then I sold a couple of these Kobe Bryant shorts and a hoodie. Someone bought both. These came from Going Gone's big sale too. I still have some of these left. I have 2 big kid shows coming and those will do well, and stuff's super cheap in those. So I'm excited for those. Recoup some of that money. Gonna put these in this, and send it. Sorry, messages. Poshmark sale. So Poshmark's been doing well too. Poshmark's been popping and doing well. I'm not promoting my store over there, just doing my regular thing. Oh my gosh, I wish I could take that stuff to the post office today. I wonder if I could take it today. I wonder if they had the little mail slot thing open where it's not. I don't know. We'll see. Built pants. Built pants are definitely a bolo for me. Built, BYLT. The pants, these I will always pick up for $5. They just sell well. Sometimes I don't pick a lot of the t-shirts up now, but these are selling well. These sold for $29.99. Built pants. They're green. Michigan has a blizzard. I swear it's gross. Does it? Does Michigan have a blizzard right now? I heard we might get snow. I don't know. Gross, man. We get a couple of days of nice weather and then a blizzard. Get out of here with that. We don't want that. Another pair of kind of a brand similar to Built, Cuts. I think both brands you buy online. Cuts by the Cloth, and these are joggers at the bottom. These sold for $22. $22 for these Cuts. At the bins, I pick up all the Hey Dudes and Toms and wash them in the washing machine. They sell for $15.99, and the buy cost is 50 cents. That's my bread and butter. Ooh, not a bad idea. And just throw them in the washer. I did not know Toms still had a market. Toms, man. I did not know they still had a market. That's a good idea. Something at the bins to go for. I learned from Ethan, post to remove prices on shoes using fingernail polish remover. Yeah, he uses fingernail polish remover or like alcohol too. He does a couple different things. And sometimes he just marks over it with a marker. I never take it. Never mess with the price on the bottom. It's on the bottom of the shoe. I've always sold shoes with them, so I don't worry too much about them. Under Armour or Adidas shorts. Not on the east side. What are we talking about? Not on the east side. Oh, not on the east side of Michigan. Is that what you're saying? Been following you for a few months, and this is the first time I caught you live. What's up, Paul? Paul, how's it going out there? How are your sales? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm never usually live on a Sunday, usually Monday morning, but I won't be live tomorrow morning because I'll be packing other stuff, whatnot stuff. So today's the day. Thanks for coming in. Always ask questions. If you ever see me live or whatever, I can help answer those. All right. This, I'm surprised, took a while to sell, but we can see when I listed it. Let's go back. Analytics. All right. Let's see. It's a Poshmark order, so no. Adidas shirt. Almost 1 year. So I listed this exactly almost a year ago, and it took a year to sell. So a year ago is when I listed this item. Pretty cool. And it sold. Sold for whatever you just saw on the screen, $23. It's a USA Adidas shirt. And it has the Players Club logo on it. So USA Adidas shirt, polo shirt. Oh, no snow on the East Coast. Got you. Nice to see you too. Got to go bye. See you, Kathy. Have a great day. This is actually the last item I have too, so I got to go. Bye. You're teaching an old dog new tricks. Hey, listen, I'm always learning. We are always learning, right? Always. I had a huge shift in my knowledge base when it came to reselling, doing estate sale stuff, antiques and collectibles and fine art and all that stuff to clothing. So I just move where the money is and I adapt. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for joining me today. I will be live Whatnot tonight at 7 p.m. If you want to just come and hang out and see me run a show, A fast-paced show, all new tags. Come on in, hop in the free giveaways, and that's about it. I think over the next few while, I'm glad to have even gas price explode. To have EVs as gas prices explode. Yeah. So we're just gonna have to see. Are the futures open yet? Talking about the situation in the Middle East. Because I think like 20% or 40% of a lot of the gas, a lot of the oil comes through the straits of in between Iran. Let's look up commodities. Brent crude up 2%. That's not crazy. Oh, it's not up. It's not open. The market's not open. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, definitely like having my electric car back too. Peace, everybody. Kingston, do Polo Ralph Lauren slacks and shorts sell well for you? Yes. If I can get them for $5 or less, I buy them. Polo Ralph Lauren shorts and slacks. Happy Sunday, everybody. Stay safe out there. Appreciate all you guys. Yeah, the Straits of Hormuz. We can look at it real quick. This is our reselling channel, and I know you guys. We come on here and we get away from politics. Strait of Hormuz. So we can see what we're talking about. I want to get a bigger picture. I can zoom out. This one's probably the best. So right here, you can see this is Iran right here, which obviously you know what's going on right now. And then this is the strait. Like, look at this. Tons, like 30% of global oil comes out through this strait. So here's Saudi Arabia, comes out of here, comes out of Iraq, comes out of Iran, comes out all in here, and has to go through the strait. 30% of the oil. And with all the conflict going on, that might not be happening. So that's why they're talking about having EV instead of oil. So we'll see what happens. All that. I don't get into politics and too much of this stuff on the channel, but that has to do with the economy, and we are a part of the economy when it comes to reselling. So appreciate all you guys, and I will see